She painted a beautiful picture. I visited my grandparents during the holidays. The sun set over the horizon, painting the sky with shades of orange. The cat caught a butterfly in the garden. He repaired the car engine by himself. She danced at the party. The sun set beautifully over the ocean. The cat caught a mouse and played with it. It snowed heavily, covering the landscape in a thick layer of snow. They ran a charity marathon to raise funds. We visited a historical site. The sun set behind the hills, creating a stunning scene. The baby smiled and giggled. They ran a race and came in first place, feeling proud of their accomplishment. The movie ended on a cliffhanger, leaving us eagerly waiting for the next installment. He called his parents. It snowed last winter. He jumped with excitement when he heard the news, unable to contain his happiness. I finished my novel, and it was an achievement. She drew a picture of her favorite animal, displaying her artistic skills. She drew a beautiful portrait of her family members, showcasing her artistic talent. It snowed unexpectedly. We finished our meal and left the restaurant satisfied, with smiles on our faces. He played basketball with his friends yesterday. It snowed for hours. The sun set over the horizon. They saw a beautiful rainbow after the rain stopped, marveling at its vibrant colors. He wrote a letter to his grandmother. They ran a charity marathon to raise funds for a cause close to their hearts. I cleaned my room and organized my belongings. He jumped into the pool to cool off. He called his parents to tell them about his day. He jumped off the diving board. He played the guitar at the party. She won a gold medal in the competition. I visited my friend's farm and helped with chores. He played the piano beautifully. He called his parents to say good night. He played the guitar and sang songs around the campfire, creating a cheerful atmosphere. The chef cooked a delicious meal for the customers. She danced at the party last night. It rained, and we stayed indoors playing games. We finished our work and went home. He played the piano at the concert. The kids laughed and played with their toys for hours, immersed in imaginative play. They explored the forest. We celebrated our anniversary at a fancy restaurant. It snowed heavily, covering the entire landscape in a thick layer of snow. It rained heavily during the storm. The cat chased a butterfly in the garden. It rained, and we stayed indoors watching movies. I saw a shooting star last night. They played chess in the park with their friends, engaging in a strategic battle. They saw a rainbow after the rain. The cat hid under the bed. He helped his neighbor with carrying groceries. She played the piano and composed a melody. We baked cupcakes for a birthday party. The movie ended with a heartfelt message, leaving a lasting impression on the audience. They saw a rainbow after the rain stopped, and it brought smiles to their faces. I wrote a letter to thank my teacher. He bought a new car last month. We finished our assignment before the deadline. She helped her mom with cooking dinner, learning new recipes and culinary techniques. The team won the match and celebrated their victory. They walked in the park. He visited the museum and learned about history. He called his friend on the phone. I finished reading the book in one sitting. She drew a picture of her family and colored it. We watched a thrilling action movie. The team won the championship game. It snowed overnight, covering the ground. We cleaned the garage and organized the tools, making it easier to find things. We watched a documentary about marine life, learning about the wonders of the ocean. They saw a shooting star. We enjoyed a day at the beach, swimming in the ocean and building sand castles. The dog barked loudly. They played tag and ran around the playground. He helped his sister with her school project, lending a helping hand. The movie ended late. She danced in the talent show and impressed everyone. He rode his bike to the park. We swam in the river and splashed water at each other. The cat chased a mouse. She danced gracefully on the stage, mesmerizing the audience with her performance. They saw a beautiful rainbow after the rain stopped, admiring its vibrant colors. He played the guitar and sang songs around the campfire. I saw a shooting star and made a wish for good luck and prosperity in life. She cooked a delicious meal for her family. I visited my grandparents last weekend. He bought a new book to read during the trip. I visited Paris during my vacation. The teacher explained the lesson well. He called his sister to wish her a happy birthday. They visited a remote village to experience the local culture, gaining new perspectives. She won a medal in the competition. She danced with joy and enthusiasm, expressing her happiness and passion for dance. He played soccer and scored a goal. The movie started on time. It rained cats and dogs during the storm. She painted a picture of her favorite cartoon character, showcasing her creative skills. They finished their homework before dinner. I visited my friend's house and had a sleepover. We enjoyed a day at the beach. We hiked in the forest and spotted a deer, marveling at the beauty of nature. She helped her mother with household chores. They visited a distant country for a vacation. We finished our meal and left the restaurant satisfied. I wrote a poem about nature and its beauty. The sun set behind the mountains, painting the sky with colors. She helped her mom with cooking dinner. She played the guitar and sang a song. The rain stopped, and the sun came out. The teacher explained the lesson clearly. He called his best friend to share exciting news. It snowed heavily, covering the entire city in a blanket of snow. She helped her friend with a difficult problem. They traveled to different countries and experienced new cultures. The rain stopped, and a rainbow appeared in the sky. They traveled to different countries and tried new foods. He bought a new car. They visited their grandparents. We visited a famous historical site. They played soccer in the park. It snowed, and the children built snow angels, creating playful imprints in the snow. She danced in the rain. They ran a race and came in first place. I wrote a letter to my grandparents and sent it. The movie ended with a heartwarming message, leaving us feeling touched and inspired. I visited my grandparents during the summer vacation. They saw a magical unicorn in their dreams. He bought a gift for his mom. The bird flew high in the sky. She painted a picture of her favorite cartoon character. We baked a cake for a birthday surprise. The baby smiled and giggled, bringing joy to everyone around. The sun set over the horizon, creating a stunning view with shades of pink and orange. They played hide-and-seek in the backyard. The cat chased a butterfly in the garden, attempting to catch it playfully. He played the piano at the school concert. The bus arrived at the station on time. She drew a picture of her family. I saw a shooting star and made a wish for happiness. We watched a movie at the cinema. The bus arrived at the stop, and we got on board. They ran a charity event. I saw a breathtaking view from the mountaintop. I opened the window. The dog barked at the mailman, but he was friendly. They saw a rainbow after a summer rain shower. I saw a shooting star and made a wish for good luck. She swam in the pool and practiced her strokes, aiming to improve her swimming skills. The artist displayed his paintings in the gallery. I visited my grandparents and listened to their stories. He jumped with excitement when he heard the news. He fixed the broken toy for his little sister, earning her gratitude and admiration. They ran a race at the school. The dog barked at the mailman, but he was friendly and playful, just doing his job. She danced with joy and enthusiasm, expressing her happiness through graceful movements. They played tag and ran around the playground, laughing and enjoying the game. He called his sister to wish her a happy birthday, singing her a cheerful birthday song. The sun set behind the mountains, painting the sky with beautiful colors. He jumped over the fence. She tried a new hairstyle for the party. They rode bicycles in the park and had fun, enjoying the fresh air and exercise. She danced with grace and elegance. She won a trophy for her outstanding performance. He fixed the leaky faucet in the kitchen, preventing water wastage. We finished our project together. They visited the zoo and saw different animals. It took a long time to finish. He helped his sister with her school project. They studied hard for the exam. We studied for the test together. I saw a shooting star and made a wish for happiness and success in life. He fixed the broken bicycle for his sister. We watched a documentary about space exploration and learned fascinating facts. It rained heavily, causing the streets to flood, and people had to seek shelter. The sun set behind the mountains, creating a breathtaking view. The bus arrived on time. We visited a famous museum. I finished my work and went to bed. He bought a gift for his girlfriend's birthday. The movie ended with a heartwarming message, leaving us with a warm feeling inside. She drew a picture of a flower. She solved the puzzle quickly. The baby cried loudly. She danced gracefully on the stage, captivating the audience with her performance. The dog barked loudly at the mailman. We watched a documentary about ancient civilizations. She tried a new hairstyle for the party, and it received many compliments. The cat slept on the windowsill. She tried a new recipe for dinner. We cleaned the house before the guests arrived. We swam in the pool and splashed around. I read a book last night. The movie ended with a happy ending. The cat meowed for attention, seeking affection and love from its owner. We finished our work and went home, feeling satisfied and accomplished. He bought a new bike to ride to school. We cleaned the garage and organized the tools. The bird flew away. I visited the library and borrowed some books. They saw a rainbow after the rain stopped, and it filled them with wonder and awe. We played hide and seek. We finished our work and went home, ready to relax after a productive day. He visited the art museum and admired the paintings. It rained lightly, bringing a sense of freshness and relief from the summer heat. We watched a documentary about wildlife. We baked a cake for a birthday surprise, creating a delightful treat. I saw a shooting star and made a wish for happiness and success. The sun rose above the mountains. I visited the zoo and saw various animals. She danced joyfully to her favorite song. It snowed, and the kids built a snow fort, having a playful snowball fight inside. They rode bicycles in the park and had fun. The chef prepared a special dish for the guests. She danced with joy and enthusiasm, expressing her happiness through dance. She played the piano and performed a beautiful piece, impressing the audience. They explored the caves and found ancient drawings, connecting with history firsthand. The baby crawled for the first time. He scored a goal in the soccer game. I visited the art gallery downtown. The kids laughed and played in the playground. We watched a thrilling horror movie. I visited my friend's house for a sleepover. It rained heavily yesterday. It rained lightly, bringing relief from the hot weather. I met my childhood friend after many years, and we reminisced about old times. We finished our meal and left the restaurant. We visited a famous historical monument. He attended a music concert. She won a scholarship for her studies. The cat slept peacefully on the cozy bed, purring softly. We finished our homework early. I visited my friend's new house. She danced with a partner in a graceful waltz, gliding across the dance floor. The movie ended with a heartwarming message. I visited my grandparents during the holidays, and we had a wonderful time together. She baked a delicious cake. The movie ended with a surprising plot twist, leaving the audience in awe and wonder. She drew a beautiful portrait of her family members, capturing their unique features. It rained heavily, and we stayed indoors reading books. The movie ended on a cliffhanger. They studied for the science test and got good grades. She danced with joy and enthusiasm. He bought a new phone with the latest features. It rained lightly in the morning. They rode roller coasters at the amusement park. We visited a famous tourist attraction. It snowed heavily, turning the surroundings into a winter wonderland. We baked cookies for the family gathering. It snowed, and the children built a snowman. We visited a famous tourist attraction, and it was awe-inspiring. We swam in the lake and enjoyed the cool water. He helped his friend with a difficult math problem. We visited a famous tourist attraction, and it was a memorable experience. The dog wagged its tail happily, showing its affection and joy. We watched a thrilling horror movie and got scared. She played the piano and composed a melody, expressing her emotions through music. The dog chased a squirrel. The movie ended on a cliffhanger, leaving the audience eager for the sequel. We hiked in the forest and spotted a deer. He played basketball and made some impressive shots. He played soccer with his friends. The sun set, and the stars appeared in the sky. We swam in the river and had a great time. The kids laughed and played games together, creating cherished memories. She drew a beautiful landscape with mountains, trees, and a flowing river. The teacher taught a lesson on famous scientists. She danced with a partner in a graceful waltz. He helped his neighbor with gardening. The sun rose early in the morning. The movie ended, and the audience applauded. She helped her brother with his school project. The movie ended happily. We watched the sunrise at the beach. It took a lot of effort to finish the project. They played chess in the park. The sun set behind the mountains. They ate ice cream at the beach. She drew a beautiful landscape with mountains, trees, and a river flowing through it. She studied for the exam last night. The dog wagged its tail happily, showing its excitement. The baby smiled and giggled, bringing joy and happiness to everyone around. The bus arrived at the stop, and we got on board to continue our journey. The cat caught a mouse. She danced gracefully on the stage. The bird flew to its nest in the tree. They cleaned the kitchen. The dog wagged its tail happily. We swam in the pool yesterday. They saw a shooting star during the camping trip. They ate dinner at a restaurant. I visited my grandparents during the holidays, and we had a memorable time together. He called his sister to wish her a happy birthday, singing her a birthday song. He kicked the ball into the goal. She won a trophy for her outstanding performance, and it was a moment of pride for her. They met each other at the mall. She climbed the mountain and reached the summit. She drew a picture of her favorite animal, showcasing her artistic talent. They painted their room a calming shade of blue. They visited a beautiful botanical garden. It rained lightly, bringing a sense of freshness to the air. The kids laughed and played with their toys. They played board games together. They saw a beautiful rainbow after the rain stopped. They visited their relatives during the holidays. They played chess in the park with their friends. I saw a shooting star and made a wish for good luck and success in life. The cat caught a mouse and played with it, showing its natural hunting instincts. I wrote a letter to my grandparents and sent it, expressing my love and gratitude. They played board games on a rainy day. The kids laughed and played with their toys for hours. They built a sand castle on the beach. I cleaned my room and found my missing necklace, which I had been searching for. We visited the zoo on Sunday. The movie started at 8 p.m. We studied for the history exam and revised the notes, preparing ourselves thoroughly. It felt warm outside. The bus arrived at the station. The cat climbed up the tree. We traveled by train to the city. He called his sister on the phone. He played the violin at the school concert. She drew a picture of her favorite animal. He fixed the leaky faucet in the kitchen. They visited a beautiful garden. He fixed the broken computer. We celebrated his birthday. The rain stopped, and a rainbow appeared in the sky, creating a magical moment. The teacher taught a new lesson in class. It rained lightly, creating a refreshing atmosphere. I visited the library and borrowed some books, indulging in the joy of reading. They ran a race for charity. The cat caught a mouse in the backyard. The baby smiled at his parents and laughed. They explored the ancient ruins of a civilization. We watched a thrilling horror movie and got scared, but we enjoyed the adrenaline rush. They visited a remote village to experience the local culture. The movie ended with a surprise twist. He traveled to Europe last summer. I wrote a letter to my pen pal. They played chess in the park with their friends, engaging in a friendly competition. He visited the museum and admired the art collections. The movie ended on a cliffhanger, leaving us excited for the next installment. It snowed heavily, making everything white. We rode roller coasters at the amusement park. The bus arrived late at night. It rained, and we stayed indoors watching movies, having a cozy movie night. It snowed heavily last winter. The movie ended with a surprising plot twist, leaving the audience in awe. I finished my project before the deadline. She talked to her friend about her plans for the future. She tried a new sport for the first time. We read books before going to bed. The cat chased a mouse around the house. It snowed, and the kids built a snow fort. The cat meowed for attention. We finished our meal and left the restaurant satisfied, with full stomachs. We visited the museum on Sunday. The cat slept peacefully on the cozy bed. They ran a marathon for a good cause. We rode bicycles in the park. They played soccer in the park and had a great time, laughing and having fun together. I visited my grandparents and shared stories with them. I visited my friend's house and had a sleepover, staying up late and sharing secrets. He played video games all day. They visited a famous landmark. I saw a rainbow in the sky. They visited a historical monument and took pictures. She won a trophy in the competition. She tried a new recipe. They saw a rainbow after the rain stopped, marveling at the colorful arc in the sky. He helped his sister with her homework. The bus arrived early in the morning. The train arrived on time. The team won the championship for the third time. We watched a thrilling action-packed movie. The baby cried until his mother comforted him. The dog barked at the squirrel in the backyard, protecting its territory. The bird flew to its nest in the tree, finding comfort in its familiar home. I saw a shooting star and made a wish for good luck and happiness. They explored the caves and found ancient drawings. He bought a new laptop for work. I finished reading the book in one sitting, unable to put it down. It snowed heavily, covering the landscape in white. They played soccer in the park and had a great time, bonding with each other. I saw a shooting star and made a wish for good luck and prosperity. He repaired the broken fence in the backyard. I met my old friend after many years. I cleaned my room and found my missing book. We watched a comedy show. We hiked in the mountains and enjoyed the view. She drew a beautiful picture of a flower. They cleaned their bedroom. She ran in the marathon. We traveled to another city. He finished his work early. The artist displayed his artwork in an exhibition. The chef prepared a 3-course meal for the guests. She drew a beautiful landscape with mountains and a river. The team won the championship, and there were celebrations all around. He played the guitar at a local cafe and entertained the audience. He fixed the broken toy for his little sister. They played soccer in the park and had a great time. I wrote a poem for my loved one. She talked to her parents about her dreams. He visited the museum and admired the art collections, marveling at the masterpieces. We watched a documentary about nature. He helped his friend with a difficult math problem, explaining the concepts patiently. She answered all the questions correctly. We swam in the ocean. They explored the forest and saw wild animals. She painted a picture of a beautiful landscape. He played the guitar and sang songs to entertain the audience. The sun set behind the mountains, painting the sky with hues of red, orange, and purple. He repaired the broken fence in the backyard, ensuring privacy and security. She drew a detailed map of the city. The cat slept on the sofa. He played the guitar at the campfire. We watched a movie together. The cat slept on the windowsill, enjoying the warm sun. The teacher explained the math problem step by step. She climbed the tree and sat on the branch. We watched a comedy show that made us laugh. The bus arrived at the station on time, allowing us to catch it without any delays. They visited a distant country for a vacation, exploring new cultures and cuisines. We baked cookies for the school bake sale. I finished my novel, and it was an achievement, fulfilling a long-held dream. She swam in the pool and enjoyed the water. The cat slept peacefully on the couch. He bought a new bike to ride to school, and it made his daily commute easier. The cat slept peacefully on the cozy bed, purring softly in its sleep. I walked to school yesterday. It snowed, and the children built snow angels. She tried a new recipe for dinner and it turned out delicious. The cat meowed for attention, seeking love and affection from its owner. She drew a portrait of her sister. We finished our meal quickly. We enjoyed a picnic in the park. He jumped into the pool to cool off, as the weather was scorching hot. We swam in the pool and splashed around, laughing and enjoying the water. We watched a documentary about marine life. We watched a fireworks show. The kids laughed and played games together. We studied for the history exam and revised the notes. She spoke to the principal about the issue. We watched a thrilling action-packed movie, and it kept us entertained throughout. She drew a picture of her favorite animal, showcasing her artistic skills. They painted their room a bright color. She danced at the ballet recital. He jumped into the pool. She ran a marathon last year. They cleaned their room yesterday. She swam in the pool and practiced her strokes. She won a scholarship for her academic achievements. I saw a beautiful sunset at the beach. I saw a shooting star and made a wish. They ran a race and came in first place, feeling proud of their achievement. He jumped from the diving platform. They ran a charity marathon to raise funds for a noble cause. She won a gold medal in the competition, and her hard work paid off. The dog barked at the mailman, but he was friendly and playful. We visited a famous art gallery. It rained cats and dogs. I visited my friend's farm and helped with chores, experiencing farm life for a day. It rained lightly, leaving a rainbow in the sky. She danced with grace and elegance on the stage. He jumped over the puddle to avoid getting wet. It rained heavily, causing the streets to flood. She helped her brother with his school project, supporting him with creative ideas. They played video games on a rainy day, enjoying indoor fun and bonding time. The dog barked at the squirrel in the backyard. He called his best friend to share the news. The sun set, and the sky turned into shades of pink and orange. She visited her friend's house. It snowed heavily, transforming the surroundings into a winter wonderland. They traveled to different countries and tried unique cuisines. The movie ended with a heartfelt message. The cat slept on the windowsill, enjoying the warm sun and a nice view outside. I met my old friends yesterday. It rained heavily on the weekend. We watched a thrilling action-packed movie, and it kept us on the edge of our seats. She rode a bicycle in the park. They visited a distant relative. He bought a new phone with the latest features, excited to explore its capabilities. The cat meowed for attention, seeking affection from its owner. They played soccer in the backyard. They played video games on a rainy day. She danced with joy. They explored the city and visited famous landmarks. The sun set over the horizon, painting the sky with shades of orange and pink. I visited my friend's house and had a great time. The bus arrived at the bus stop. We watched a documentary on TV. She tried a new hairstyle. They took photographs during the trip. We baked cookies for a school charity event, contributing to a good cause.